Hi everyone, my name is Delia. In this video today, I'm going to present my capstone project for my Master's in Educational Technology. Enjoy! Get ready to explore quadratics in the middle school classroom. This unit follows a flipped classroom model. For each lesson, students will watch a video and take notes. The teacher will review the key concepts covered in the video. Students will proceed with the related activity. An activity could be on iExcel, quizzes, or Edulastic. After the completion of the activity, students will complete an exit ticket on Google Forms, Socrative, or quizzes. That way the teacher can gain feedback and data for formative assessment. This entire virtual unit, the guided notes, activities, and exit tickets are aligned with the New Jersey Student Learning Standards for mathematics, specifically the Algebra 1 standards. Now let's go over the objectives and learning outcomes for this virtual unit. Let's go over the essential questions. What are the characteristics of quadratic functions? How can you solve a quadratic function? How can you use functions to model real-world situations? Our culminating project has some learning outcomes and questions as well. For that culminating project, how do you graph quadratic functions on the coordinate plane? How can the discriminant be used to predict the roots of the function? What does it mean to solve a quadratic equation? Now let's go over the unit overview. The lessons are broken into 6 separate lessons that review the characteristics of a quadratic function, how to solve quadratic functions, as well as real-world applications. The culminating project for this unit is an Angry Bird simulation on Desmos. This virtual unit was created using the 6 different levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Students will be asked to create different pathways during their culminating project using quadratic functions. In the culminating project, students will be evaluated and asked to determine and defend the best path possible. Homework will be another piece to evaluate students in this unit. The analyzing piece comes in when we ask students to compare and contrast ways to solve a quadratic function. In this unit, they are taught 3 separate ways to solve a quadratic equation. Their class activities, homework, and exit tickets will play a big role in this step. Students will apply their knowledge and experiment with Desmos. This will help them show how a parabola and quadratic functions are related to one another. There are in-class discussions, Socrative exit tickets, and homework assignments that will help students apply their new knowledge. The understanding level comes in from partner illustration of graphs based on descriptions provided. This comes forth in the culminating project as well as homework. The remembering piece comes when students are asked to match quadratic functions with their graphs on quizzes. It also comes in when they're asked to name the different parts of a parabola and recall the information to characterize quadratic functions. When creating this virtual unit, I wanted to make sure I could reach as many learners as possible. Using Gardner's multiple intelligences, I'm going to explain how each of these learners are accounted for in this virtual unit. The verbal linguistic or word smart learner will master the topic as he explains the process to his classmates in the culminating project. The logical mathematical number or reasoning learner will appreciate the methodical way in which the vertex, roots, and axis of symmetry can be found. The visual spatial picture smart learner will learn as it identifies the parts of the parabola, which is a visual of a quadratic function. The use of Desmos graphing calculator will enhance the understanding for this learner. When students interact with each other as they walk to different stations throughout the carousel and scavenger hunt, the lesson will impact the bodily kinesthetic intelligent learner who is considered body smart. Musical learners will find the introduction video appealing and may want to add music to their Angry Bird project. The people smart interpersonal learners will flourish when they participate in group work. The practice worksheets are where the intrapersonal self-smart learners will find a safe haven as they learn at their own pace. The existential learner will begin to make connections when real-world problems are introduced. The only way to impact the naturalistic learner would be for them to watch the introduction video and make a video of examples of parabolas in their everyday lives.